You know what? This Shohei Ohtani story stinks. And I have today's Yankee lineup for you. So let's get into that right now. Hey, gang, I hope you're all doing well. So I wanted to take a few days to let some more information come out about the Shohei Ohtani situation and get a better understanding. And I wanted to speak to a few people who have knowledge of these particular things in the financial world and even on the legal side. And just to get some more insight and get a better understanding so I can bring it here to you. So I'm going to put this article up, okay? Let's read this, all right? Put it up right here. Now let's see. It says, interpreter for LA Dodgers star Shohei is fired amid massive theft allegations. Here's what we know. Allegations, okay? They didn't say proof. Allegations. The longtime interpreter for Japanese baseball superstar Shohei Ohtani was fired Wednesday after the player's lawyers accused him of massive theft allegedly tied to gambling, according to the Los Angeles Times, prompting a swirl of questions as Ohtani made his much-anticipated debut with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ohtani's lawyers accused the interpreter, Ippei Mizuhara, of stealing millions of dollars and placing bets with a bookmaker under federal investigation, according to ESPN and the Los Angeles Times, which first reported the story. The attorneys have not detailed how they have believed the funds were stolen. They have not detailed how they believe the funds were stolen. Make this clear. They have not proven it. Yet he's fired already. Okay? Just remember that. Okay? The scandal, and I'm going to attach this video, by the way. I mean, I'm going to attach this article so you can read it yourself. The scandal emerged as Ohtani played his first game with the Dodgers at their MLB season opener in Seoul, Korea, Wednesday before the team scored a 5-2 victory over the San Diego Padres. The Dodgers confirmed Mizuhara's firing, and they said they are aware of the media reports and are gathering information. The team added it had no further comment. As news of Mizuhara's firing and alleged actions unfolded, both the interpreter and Ohtani's representatives have shifted their statements given to ESPN reporters. Okay. First, saying the star player was aware of his translator's gambling debt, and later that he had no knowledge of involvement. Their story on Shohei Ohtani, they flip-flopped on Ohtani. Okay? Flip-flopped on Ohtani. His lawyers. ESPN's Tisha Thompson, citing unnamed sources, said on CNN's The League Wednesday that at least $4.5 million was withdrawn via wire transfer from Ohtani's bank accounts, though it was unclear who initiated the transfers. But they did find wire transfers with his names on them. Okay, that was made public yesterday. Okay, that stuff was, and you can even say the guys in John Boy talking about this as well. So this is becoming well known now. So, and so on and so forth. Big 180 in the story, a reporter says. Before news of Mizuhara's alleged actions broke, Thompson said interpreter and Ohtani's representatives did a big 180 in what they were telling her. At first, Ohtani's spokespersons told ESPN that the player had transferred money to help pay off Mizuhara's gambling debts, the outlet reported. Okay. Ohtani's representatives then arranged for Thompson to interview Mizuhara on Tuesday, according to ESPN. During the interview, the interpreter said Ohtani had no involvement in his betting and that Mizuhara asked the player last year to pay off his gambling debt, ESPN reported. The translator said Ohtani was unhappy with the situation but agreed to pay the debt. Okay? So there's no way that Ohtani did not know about this, yet they said he didn't. So they've already been caught in a lie here. So, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to attach this video so you could read this whole thing. Okay? But this story, like I said, stinks. It absolutely stinks. And speaking to some folks, and I appreciate them giving me an insight on this type of stuff. So, but people that are in financial services, they do confirm that these types of wire transfers, especially of that magnitude and that frequency, have to go through multiple channels of approval. Okay, and it's if not, now to say, if me or my firm were sent out $4.5 million to an unauthorized party over a series of several different wire transfers, we would be legally liable for that. Okay, so it's very unlikely that these types of things would have occurred this frequently without Ohtani knowing about it. The likeliness of him not knowing about it is close to zero. Okay, absolutely zero. So, are the lawyers covering for him? Are the Dodgers covering for him? Right? What if this turns out to be? What if Ohtani turns out to be more involved in this gambling thing than we thought? Right? Over time. Now he's still innocent until proven guilty. Okay, but with that said, so is the interpreter. This article confirms that the lawyers did not provide details. They couldn't prove it. So this is where the story stinks. It stinks to high hell. And but I want to know what your thoughts are. I mean, it's just this is crazy. And again, and those types of wire transfers too. There's no way that can happen that frequently and of that magnitude without being signed off by multiple parties. So that's another thing, pearl of information or wisdom that I got from somebody in the financial services world. So, and this is just talking to people and getting a better understanding. People know about the situation. This isn't so my source is my inside people for the Yankees. So all those people who like to troll for other channels, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Okay. So this story stinks, unfortunately. But the question I have for you is, if Ohtani turns out to be guiltier than we thought, are we going to hold him to the same standard we did Pete Rose? Are we going to ban him from the game? At the very least, suspend him? My feeling he's going to get a slap on the wrist. Why? I don't know. Is it because he's a marketable player? He's going to bring the Dodgers a boatload of money? Now, would the Dodgers have knowingly signed him knowing this type of stuff? I don't think so. Okay? But they clearly want to protect their franchise player. There's no doubt about that. But these guys, I mean, how could you have gone any worse way in going about it? About doing it? I don't know. I don't know. So again, I want to know what your thoughts here. This is the situation's unfortunate. It's ugly, and I think it's going to get worse. And I'll keep you updated one way or another. So make sure that you're subbed to this channel so you don't miss out on this type of stuff. But I wanted to get a little bit more, information on this before I talked about this. And so again, the likeliness of these wire transfers happening without his knowledge is slim to none. It does have to go through an approval part, multiple parties of approval. Okay, and why would Shohei Ohtani agree to pay this guy's debt, knowing that he would more than likely never be able to pay back? Through the goodness of his heart? Oh, maybe. I mean, if that's good for him, that's a hell of a gesture. And I do think, and I do hope that Shohei Ohtani's not guilty, but I am very skeptical that he's not involved more than people think he is, or more than we know. I think over time we're going to find out he was more involved than we thought. And if that's the case, what happens? Do the Dodgers suspend him? Does baseball suspend him? Right? I mean, Pete Rose got banned for life. He's banned for getting into the Hall of Fame. This is one of the greatest hitters ever in the history of the game. He can't even get in the Hall of Fame after what he did after he played his career. Gambled. Shohei Ohtani is entering the prime of his career. Gambling is also legal in California. Okay? So he's legally covered on that. But if you look at the CBA, right, gambling is in so many words prohibited in the CBA, collective bargaining agreement. It's also very much frowned upon in Japan. So there's so many things working against the total exoneration of Shohei Ohtani. I hate saying it, but it's true. And at the end of the day, do I hope that he winds up being innocent? Because he carries himself with class and he's a humble player and so on and so forth. But again, There's been players that have done that before and turned out to be devious. Money can do that, right? So this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, give me your feedback one way or the other, okay? Let's get into today's lineup. They got the Mets in town today. So, Gleyber Torres is leading off. Second base. Juan Soto's batting second in right field. Aaron Judge batting third in left field. Anthony Rizzo batting cleanup at first base. Giancarlo Stanton batting fifth DH. All for his mammoth 3-home run game. Anthony Volpe batting sixth at shortstop. Trent Grisham batting seventh in center field. Jose Trevino's at the dish batting eighth. Kevin Smith's at third base batting ninth. And toeing the slab on the rubber on the mound, Luis Hill. Hopefully we'll see some more progress. Luis Hill as well. So, but this is an afternoon game. Play about 105. We'll be rooting for the Yankees. You know, Soto will get an opportunity of how much better it is playing in the Yankee pinstripe as it is playing on the Mets side. We'll see. Right? We'll see. We're getting trolled a lot by Met fans thinking he's going to sign with the Mets after this season. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Right? Not even going to worry about that right now. So that's the lineup. Give me your insight on the Shohei Ohtani situation. If you know anything else, put them in the comments. Talk to you later.